Hello friends, I am Professor Shivaji Varke. In last session of ABM 357, we covered some part of strategic management like meaning of strategies, definition of strategies, nature of strategies, components or element of strategies. Now in this lecture, we are going to start with new topic under strategic management, that is an level of strategies or type of strategies. First one, strategy having three types like corporate level strategies, business level, and functional level strategies. If I consider these organizational hierarchies, in this organizational hierarchy levels, at the top levels, we have corporate level strategies. In the middle, we have business level strategies, and at the very bottom of this pyramid we have functional level or operational level strategies. Okay, now we are going to start with one by one. This is an example what I am trying to explain. Corporate level strategies lies at the top of the pyramid, then at the middle we have business levels, and in bottom of pyramid we have functional level or department level, or we can say operational level strategies. Okay, then let's start with corporate level strategies. Corporate level strategies answer the questions like what business or businesses firm should we have. Okay, it answers the questions like what kind of business company should have. Consider the example of ITC, and ITC have various departments under which they have FMCG sectors, then they have agribusiness divisions, then they have packaging material divisions. Okay, so these are his strategic business units. So deciding this business unit means which business unit should we have ITC answer the corporate level strategies. Okay, and it provide overall direction to the firms because they are deciding which business they want to continue and which business they want to discontinue. Then these strategies are formulated by top management, okay, of the organizations, and in that involve MD, COU, director of bodies, and chairperson. Okay, here and here they are top level management bodies. Then these strategies are value oriented, okay, and conceptual rather than operational. These strategies are conceptual because they are only putting the concept. We want to start any new division or anything else. Okay, but they are not in practical works. Okay, then next one, second level of strategy, that is an business levels or competitive level of strategies. In the middle of organizational hierarchy, it lies in middle of organizational hierarchy, and it answers the questions like how each business attempt to achieve its missions within its chosen activities areas. Okay, now consider the example of again ITC. Now ITC have decided these many sectors they want to go for FMCG, then for cigar division or agribusiness divisions, then they want to go for packagings. Okay, they are doing this business. So under again in FMCG they have different products. Consider one segment here, their biscuit segment, Sunfish biscuits. Okay, now decision regarding these ones are concerned with business level strategies. Okay, or now here also you can write here strategies are followed at the business unit or product levels. Then it normally aims at improving the competitive position as per your competitors, or means how effectively you are working with an organizations. Then the formulation of the strategies involves middle level of management. Then at last functional level of or operational levels, which lies in bottom of pyramids, this part. Then that it refers to functional areas to achieve corporate and business objectives. Consider the again example ITC, they have FMCG sectors, then they have agribusiness divisions and packaging divisions. Okay, so within that they have we have decided in one Sunfeast biscuits. Okay, so up to here we have corporate level strategies. From here to here we have business level strategies. Now here again Sunfeast. Within that Sunfeast, deciding the HR for Sunfeast, or deciding the finance or operations or marketing for particularly that Sunfeast. Okay, or producing Sunfeast in a particular day or particular years. Okay, like decisions are considered in functional levels or operational level strategies. Then it is concerned with development of distinctive competitors to provide an organizations or business unit with an competitive advantages. Now what Sunfeast is doing, Sunfeast division is doing, they are trying to how competitively or how effectively we produce Sunfeast biscuit rather than other Parle-G or Britannias. Okay, then functional strategy as is suggested by the title relates to single functional operation and activities involved in them. It is an single functional. Okay, within this within this Sunfeast divisions. Okay, it is an focusing only single functional operations. Then strategy contributes to achievement of organizations. These kind of strategies which are developed in functional level helps to achieving the organizational objectives by performing their day-to-day tasks. Okay, then I have some matrix here, a comparison. In downside I have taken dimensions, and in horizontal side I have taken type of strategies. Now first one, type of strategies. Corporate level strategies and more conceptual. It is only concept oriented or much more theoreticals, and business level strategies are somewhat theoreticals and somewhat practicals, or somewhat conceptuals and somewhat operationals. And functional level strategies are much more operationals. They are not practical, theory oriented. They are practical ones. Then if you see adaptability of the strategies, in corporate level you could find it is an low level of adaptability because they are deciding at the top of the organization hierarchies, so that they don't know grounds what is actually going in market or what is in actual works. Okay, then in in business they are medium adaptable, somewhat adaptable and somewhat not adaptable, and functionals are more adaptable because they are decided by in ground level, and actually in that ground levels they actually that business activities or product making activities going on. Then risk involved, as we know the one law of business, if there is a high risk there is a chance of high profits, and then if there is a medium risk medium profit, and for low risk low profit. Okay, same like cost. For corporate level strategy required high, for business medium, and for functional required low cost. And if you consider the time horizon or time to accomplish that particular strategies or objectives, it is an for corporate level strategy required long terms or required much more times. For business level or business level strategy required medium terms times, and for functional level strategy required short terms or within some time periods. And if we consider the flexibilities, corporate level strategies are much more flexible because they are only the mother or they are only the deciding bodies. Okay, so they have somewhat free areas to deciding the strategies, and for business level they have medium flexible because these are the decided by this higher level authorities, and they have to work according to it. They can change somewhat, but in functional levels it is an very low flexible because these are the decided by this business levels, and already business level strategies are decided upon corporate level strategy. So here in functional level strategies we have very low level of flexibilities. So this about the comparison of or types of different level strategies. Then okay, so next one, need of strategies. Why we need strategic management division in a particular organizations? So because of increasing profits or increasing wealth maximization or increasing value of company, we should have strategic management division. Then for higher motivations within employees, because in strategic management each workers have knows about their what is to be done, who is to be done, how it is to be done and when is to be done. They have answered all questions, or it gives the ideas of this all questions. That's why it create good coordination within the employees. Okay, then strategic decision making, it provide decision making to the companies. Then optimization of resources means what, maximum use of that resources are which provide higher kind of utilities. Then to keep peace with an changing environment or keep fight with an changing environment. Okay, it provide a solution for how to tackle that changing environment, changing business environment. Then benefits of strategic management. SMs ensure the rational allocations of resources. Okay, it gives an rational allocation of resources means land, labor or capital. Okay, how much capital should be allowed to ITC, FMCG sectors or ITC, FMCG sun-faced products. Okay, so it gives ideas about rational allocation of resources. Then SM improves coordination between the various division of organization, because they know what kind of duties or what kind of perform they have to task they have to perform in organizations. Okay, and each level of the organizations means hierarchy levels, they know their role. Then it helps manager to think ahead and expected problem before they occurs. Okay, in means it allows some kind of forecasting or future happenings. Then it is an future oriented, because it is an in coming time, in future time what is going to be happens as per that their plannings. Then it maintaining dialogue about the organizations further between different hierarchy levels. Okay, between from this higher level to lower level, if there is any orders, it pass like from higher level to middle and middle to lower levels. And if there is any suggestion, it should be supposed to be passed like from lower to middle to top levels. Then it gives clarity of strategic vision of any organization, means what they actually want to do. Then it focus on strategically important to the organizations. Then provide better understanding and rapidly changing environment, how the consumers are changing their taste or how they are changing their preference. Okay, so it gives idea about how any political decision affects to your business and how you are going to tackle that one. Okay, then increase the rate on investments. Okay, by providing or by ensuring good strategies. Then it allows reduction in cost of capitals, and generally it answer the questions like where you are, and if you are not made any change. Suppose now this year company is in 2 CR or 2 CR conditions, okay, 2 crore revenue situations in 2020s. If you have not make any changes in coming years, what should be their position? Is it an 2 CR or it will or 3 CRs? Okay, or if they have made any changes, then what will be the happens? Okay, so likewise they answer the questions of where you are now, and if there are no changes, and if there is any changes, what will be the happens? Okay. Then, with the continuation of benefit of strategies, it provides the organization consistency of actions, okay, which allows the organizational units are working towards same objectives. Okay, it gives consistency of actions or consistency of decisions, which helps to achieve the organizational objectives. It provides opportunity to involve different level of management. So likewise, it provides opportunity to different level of management as per their roles and responsibilities. It provides opportunity to different level of management. Then many students get confused with strategic management and business policy. How these two terms are differ from each others. Okay, in simple word, strategic management is an comprehensive plan of actions or master plan, but business policy is just an guidelines. As per these guidelines, you have to decide your master plan or comprehensive course of actions. Then it is the main of putting a policy into effect within a certain period of times. Okay, it having certain time period of horizon. But in case of business policy, there is an no defined time limits. Then next one, in SM, it deals with crucial decision whose implementations require constant attention of top management. Okay, these are some kind of crucial decisions. For that implementation of the decisions required constant attention of top level management. But in case of business policy, once policies decisions are formulated, there can be delegated to and implemented by other independently. Means there is no required constantly. Then in strategies are specific actions suggested to achieve the objectives, but policies are statement commonly accepted understanding values or commonly accepted decisions. Okay, then with the continuation of difference between SM and business policies, strategic management is an action oriented, but policies are thought oriented, and everyone is empowered to implement the strategies. But in business policies, power is delegated to subordinated for implementation, for limited subordinates or for limited employees. In strategies are means to the end. Policies are just an guideline to achieve this end. Then strategies is a concern with uncertainties, competitive situations and risk. But policies are general concern with the course of action to fulfillment set of objectives. Then strategy is deployed to mobilize the available resources, the best interest of companies. But policies are overall guideline that governs and control the management actions. So in simply, we can say strategies is an action plans which is decided based on policy, okay, or based on guideline. It is an, suppose consider this is an business policy, means this defined limits within which you have to take your all strategy, okay, and strategy comes under business policies. So this about introductions of strategic management. I hope you have clear with it. If you have any doubts, let me know. If you have any suggestion, please give me suggestions. Thank you.